Okay, so these are the steps on how you can use the second derivative to find extrema, max, and mins. So this is an alternative to 3.4a. So you find the first derivative, you set it equal to 0, and you solve for x. And then you plug these values into the second derivative. And what's cool about this test is it tells you about concavity and max and mins all in one test. So it's like where it does both in one test, which is really cool. So if the second derivative is less than 0, it's concave down and there's a maximum. And if the second derivative is greater than 0, it's concave up and there's a minimum. So you can see it here. Concave down, of course, that's a max. And concave up, you can see that would be a minimum. So step 1 is to take the derivative of this function here on the second page. So we're going to start by taking the derivative. So what's the derivative of this function going to be?
3x
Mhm.
squared
Yep.
12.
Minus 12. You're going to take the first derivative and you're going to set it equal to 0.
I don't think I'm ready.
You're going to solve for x, so I'm going to add 12 to both sides. And then I'm going to divide by 3. That's going to give me x squared equals 4. I'm going to take the square root, which gives me x equals what?
Plus or minus 2.
Plus or minus 2. So that's two possible maxes and mins. We don't know yet. So we have x equals 2 and x equals negative 2. So what you're now going to do is you're going to take the second derivative. So what would be the second derivative?
6x.
6x. You're then going to plug each of these separately into that derivative. So 6 times 2 is what?
12.
Is 12 greater than 0 or less than 0?
Greater.
Good. So if it's greater than, that's concave up. And it means you have a minimum, bless you, at x equals 2. Okay? So that's how the test works. Everybody good with
Wait,
that?
so if it's greater than 0, it's a minimum?
Yeah, because it's concave up. So you see here,
Oh, yes.
all right. So
Theoretically speaking, if I look at the graph, it should be.
yes. So the next one, x equals negative 2. We're going to plug it into the second derivative. So what's 6 times negative 2?
Negative 12.
Which is less than,
Less than 0.
which you're right, is concave what?
Down.
Which means we have a
Max.
max at x equals negative 2. And if you look at the graph at negative 2 and at 2, we have a max and a min. Now these are not absolute because we don't know anything about the rest of the function. Okay, we only know if it's absolute if it's over an interval. Does everybody understand that concept?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Do you have another question? All right, next one, we're going to just take the derivative,
5x to the 4th minus 80.
minus 80. We're going to set that equal to 0. We're going to solve for x, divide by 5. Oops, I'm like upping the, that's not what I meant to do. And then what number could I put to the 4th power that would give me 16?
2.
And also what? Negative 2.
Oh, because it's a positive exponent, so it makes it.
Exactly.
Or it's an even exponent, my bad.
Yep.
I don't know why it's a
I do that all the
positive
time. It's hard, yeah, they mix in your
Of
brain.
course, it's a positive exponent.
So what would be the the second derivative?
20x.
Cubed. Good. Then you're going to plug each of those in. So you got 20 times 2 to the 3rd, which is 160, which is,
Greater than 0.
so it's concave.
Up.
Uh-huh.
And it has a
Minimum.
at 2.
Yep. I feel like this is like super easy.
It
And
is
tomorrow's
super
like really
easy.
hard, so it's like,
What?
Oh.
More
No.
than I
You
am.
didn't tell us that today.
Yeah, you should have just said tomorrow. Okay.
You should have just, kept it to yourself on that one.
We don't dread tomorrow.
Nah, I don't want to come.
Now I'm just not going to show up.
okay, you're just
Well,
gonna
actually, that'd be worse.
you're just gonna
I'm a bit
prolong the
confused.
inevitably.
I'm a bit confused at this moment. I don't know why we're doing this.
I think I would just.
Yeah, well, yeah, because you weren't here yesterday.
Yeah, so if they don't come tomorrow, they're gonna be
I've
as
had a senior
confused as I
stuff
am.
since like sophomore year.
I'm gonna have a senior slump.
Yeah,
Alright,
Do
you
wanna
guys
do a
good with
Valentine's?
this?
Yes.
Yeah.
Wait, when's our
So-
scope?
Alright, back of the homework. Everything's due tonight, so finish the back of your homework.
Yeah.